Alrighty, hey Kasai. So I think I'm recording this right, but we are going to be working on fills and borders, which is I think what you said you were stuck on. So let's go through this stuff together. So here we're just saying, this first one is just saying, hey, I'm going to create a rectangle just like we had in the previous section. And I'm going to color it green this time. So fill equals, and then your color in quotes is what you do to make a rectangle green. And we can see there it is for us. And the checkpoint here is, I think, just to make a green rectangle or fix a green rectangle, something like that. Let me check, see. So what did they give us? Oh, I think it was in the wrong order. So I'm trying to think. There was, if I reset it, start coding. Oh, they just put green here at the end. You need to add in the fill. I can't remember if we did this or not, but at any rate, so it's fill equals green. We run it, and there's our green. We check code, and then we're back to the note. So we filled that. We did our checkpoint. I think checkpoint 2 is the red one. Maybe this is where you had problems. So if I run my code here, what do I get? I get a red thing. Brown. I guess it's brown. I don't know what color it is. And look at the solution, and what is wrong with it? It's brown. Oh, wait, let me reset it. See what you have. Start coding. I run it. Oh, fill is brown. Okay, so we don't want that there. We need to move it to the end and make quotes around it. So we delete this like so. Leave the parenthesis, and then we go to the end, and we're going to say fill equals brown, comma, fill equals brown. And we run it, and there's our nice rectangle. We check the code, and then we go back to the note. So it was just rearranging that. It was in the wrong order, which is what we had there. Okay. That was checkpoint 2. We talked about how drawing, I think we did this, drawing order is important. Orange before lime, so lime ends up on top of the orange one here. And this one may be also where you're getting stuck. I don't know. I think I reset this one. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing happening here. So what we want to do is we can see here, we got not much going on. So we're going to go over to the solution. And this is where we maybe have our first bigger project with colors in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over this background or kind of highlight the upper corner. And I'm going to say, okay, I know I've got a rectangle. We're only dealing with rectangles. And I know my rectangle is going to be a 400 by 400, so it fills the screen. And I know the color is light salmon. So rect 0, and it goes 0, 0 to 400, 400. And my fill equals light. I don't know if I spelled that right. Light salmon, S-A-L-M-O-N. Okay, so then you can run it, and you see that you get that first color in there. And then I go over to here, and I see that my next rectangle is going to have that blue color in it. So I'm going to highlight back. I'm going to say my next color, my next rectangle is going to be at 120, 100. And again, I have to figure out what my size is. I can do that 120. Oh, no, it's not. That's 40, 20. Whoopsie. I didn't read that very well. 40, 20 in that upper right-hand corner. And I can see it goes over to 220. Oh, excuse me. So I know that it is 160 wide. And it goes down to 180 from 20. So it's 160 tall, I think. And my fill here is Dodger Blue. E-O-D-G-E-R, blue. And I'm going to do my lime one. So my lime right here, this was at 120, 100. And I see this one is a little bit, goes from 120 to 280, so that's 160 wide, I guess, but it's a little bit taller than the other one, so it goes down to 300. So it's 200 tall. My fill is equal to light green. And then because I'm going to be a little bit lazy, I'm going to copy this here because I know it's going to be the same size rectangle for this other Dodger Blue one. The only difference is the upper left-hand corner is at 200, 220 now. So this one is at 220 for the Y and 200 for the X. When I run it, that looks pretty good. I check it and it checks out. Okay. So again, I've layered things up, drawing them in the most important order there. And that was, I don't know which checkpoint that was. Was this checkpoint? Yeah, it was that checkpoint. Okay. Then you need to run through here because it's starting to talk about borders. So you can have a border of different colors as well. You can have a border width that is thicker. Default is 2 pixels. Oh, excuse me, this one is 12 pixels. And we've got a checkpoint here where you're picking through the different options. So click on the rectangle with a cyan fill and a 2 pixel navy border. So 2 pixel being pretty thin. So click on the rectangle with a cyan fill and no border. Click on the rectangle with a navy fill and a 2 pixel navy border. Navy, navy. Oh. Okay. Oh, so the rectangle with a navy fill. Okay, so you get out with that. And yours isn't going to be the exact same as mine. I think they vary up the questions on that. So you can also say that your border is going to be dashed. So you can see now we've got our rectangle, our X coordinate, our Y coordinate, our width and our height for the rectangle, our fill color, our border color, and then we say if it's dashed. And this is a default dashing pattern. There's another way you can dash, and that is with, you can say what the dash width is and a gap. Remember, this is in pixels. So here we have our X, Y coordinate 50-50, our width and our height of the rectangle, the fill color cyan, the border color navy, and our dashes are 1 pixel wide with 4 pixels in between them. And that's what this little look like here. And then you can fill empty. So we've got nothing in there, meaning it's transparent. If there's something behind it, it shows up. And so you can see here our fill is none, our border is blue, and our border width is 6. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Afternoon sleepies. Same sort of thing here. We've got orange and then one with a border or a fill of none, so the orange peeps through there. And you have to run all these. And again, here, this is a fill of white, and here's a fill of none. And you can see the difference between those two. And let me see what checkpoint 5 is. Okay, so this is with, again, yours are going to be different, but it's just clicking through the rectangle with a fill of white, fill of none. Oh, there we go. And there. All right, so that is through, what is that? Fills and borders. So let's do this 2-point exercise, the flag of Sweden together. I'll talk you through it a little bit and we'll build it up, okay? Because I haven't done this one yet. So here we're going to have a rectangle for the background, and we're going to have a rectangle for the this like vertical line and a rectangle for the horizontal line. So 3 rectangles is what we need. So I'll start off here with this rectangle. I say rect. And I'm going to say, give it the extra corner, 50, 100. I'm going to see how wide it is. It goes over to 350. So it's 300 wide and 200 tall. And our fill, I can see over here with the inspector, is steel blue. Steel blue, okay? A rectangle for the vertical is going to be a 140, 100. The width is going to be 40. The height is going to be 200. That makes sense. And then this color is going to be filled with gold. And then my last one, rectangle, I'm going to go from here, 50, 180. The width is going to be 300. The height is going to be 40. And the fill, again, is going to be gold. And then I run my code, and I check my code. Okay. Again, the big trick to this, Kasai, is to make sure you're using the inspector over here to figure things out, okay? So checking on the color and then using the points to figure out your width and height. So 5100 is my corner there, 350, 100 is my corner over here, and I can figure out then what the width of that rectangle is, okay, as I'm going forward. So that should, check my code, oh, gotta run, check, back to course. So that would give you the 2-point check here for the 1.2.2 exercises. Next up would be colors and gradients, but let's see, I'll stop the video here so it doesn't get too long.